on the list. Transform your body by eating carbs? Supercharge your summer weight loss with these 3 easy tips. Plus, you're sitting on a gold mine. 3 surprising ways your property can save you cash. But first, in our cities and suburbs, raising backyard chickens is all the rage. Rent them, buy them, order them online. You're gonna want some, and we've got the guide. That's at the top of our list right now.
There was a time that the only place you'd see a chicken was in a farmyard, but more and more are now roosting in backyards all over the country, even in the city. Now, if you've ever wondered about having your own coop, we have the scoop at the top of our list.
You may not be getting that wake-up call, but you could be hearing sounds like this coming from your neighbor's backyard. That's right, we're talking chickens. Hi, chicky. These days, you can raise chickens almost anywhere, and Kelly Liston is proof of that. She lives in the middle of Phoenix, Arizona, with her husband, 3 kids, 6 hens, and 4 chicks.
I've had chickens for about 8 years.
And you certainly don't have to have a farm to have chickens.
No, every city has their rules and regulations about how many hens you can keep on a property.
You'll need to check your local laws, but even big cities like New York, LA, and Chicago are hen-friendly. And FYI, you only need a rooster if you're looking to have your own flock of chicks running around. So to get started, you need to choose your chicken.
So at any feed store where you live, there are going to be the ability to get chickens.
You can also buy online from places like mypetchicken.com, where co-founder Derek Sasaki says they'll ship straight to your door.
Believe it or not, the U.S. Postal Service has been doing this for over 120 years.
They include a description of each breed so you can get one customized to your chicken needs. Everything from egg color to feather color to breeds that do better in extreme weather. Want to own a leghorn? You can. And yes, we're talking like foghorn leghorn.
Yeah, that's a joke, son. Don't you get it? I made a funny, son, and you're not laughing.
If you're not ready to commit, there's companies that will rent chickens to you, complete with a coop, for around 6 months. Next up, talk about a pet with benefits.
They eat weeds, they fertilize your yard with their poop, they're entertaining, and they give you food. They make us breakfast.
They're like your best friend.
They kind of are.
And they each have their own personality.
The one with the white feathered head, the fabulous one.
The fabulous hat she's wearing?
She's Phyllis Diller.
And big bonus, with these ladies, you're never stuck wondering whether your eggs are grade A, cage-free, or all natural, because you're getting them straight from the source.
What?
There we go.
Oh my gosh!
Look at that little guy.
How cool!
Homegrown.
Homegrown.
And no trip to the grocery store.
But the rule of thumb is 1 hen per member of your family, because the average person eats almost 250 eggs a year, and the average hen lays about 250 eggs a year.
More good news, they provide free pest control.
Any bugs, they're not particular.
Last up, their care isn't all that complicated.
They need a place to sleep at night and roost, they need a place to lay eggs, and they need a place to forage and roam around in.
You won't need to worry about finding a chicken sitter every time you leave the house.
So they are pretty self-sufficient. People always ask me, what do you do when you go on vacation? You just need someone to make sure they have food and water, and you collect their eggs.
Keeping them happy will keep your family full. For instructions on a DIY chicken coop and more fowl facts, head to our Facebook page at The List Show TV.
Everybody should have chickens.
Backyard chickens ruling the roost.
Everybody should have chickens.
On the top of the list.
Right, you can definitely save money by keeping chickens, but Jimmy Rhodes says that's not the only way your backyard can be a major source of savings. Jimmy, what's the deal?
Backyards are great for get-togethers, slip and slides, and fetch with Fido. And your backyard can also save you money. As an authentic child of the 80s, I'm here to tell you how through the music of Milli Vanilli, sung by Jared Cotter, lip-synced by me. First up,
blame it on the rain.
Well, not blame, cause
rain is a gift.
According to the nonprofit Circle of Blues annual water pricing survey, the typical U.S. household pays about $333 a year on water bills. So save by collecting your rainwater and using it on your yard and garden. The website Conserve Energy Future says that homeowners who harvest rain report savings of about 50% on their water bills. Head to the National Conference of State Legislatures first to see where rainwater harvesting is allowed. Speaking of watering your garden,
Baby, don't forget my cucumber.
number, cucumber, they rhyme.
I'm really hoping that this is going to get my kids excited about vegetables.
If you have the time, planting a garden will save you money. You don't even need a green thumb. Some stuff's ridiculously easy to grow. If you ever pay for a zucchini during the summer months, shame on you. If you're an apartment dweller, at least grow your own herbs and spices. Finally,
Girl, you know it's stew.
or whatever else you want to can. You have the garden, now save money by canning those veggies. Canning supplies can often be found cheap or even free. Think garage and estate sales, free cycle, and the free stuff section on Craigslist. Once you're set up, you can can for, well, cheap. Estimates are all over the map, but it's at least competitive and often lower than grocery prices, with the added bonus that you know exactly what's in there. So harvest your backyard for savings. It's What's the Deal? Until next time, it's a tragedy for me to see.
Jimmy has such a great singing voice. It's amazing. All right, from canned tomatoes to couch potatoes, 22% of people who joined a gym back in January have already bailed. But don't sweat it. Lindsey Granger got Chris and Heidi Powell to give your summer workout an extreme makeover on the lowdown.
Summer's here and it's not too late to get fit. Don't fret. Trainers and transformation specialists Chris and Heidi Powell have 4 easy tips to get you in summer shape.
1 and 2.
First up, try carb cycling. Simply put, 2 days of low carbs, 1 day of high carbs.
That's what boosts our metabolism, builds our muscle, really creates that shape to our body, which is so very necessary.
So what exactly can you eat on this carb cycle?
On our low carb days, well, we can't have those carbs, so no pasta, no rice, but you can enjoy cheese, bacon, peanut butter.
Always add a protein to each meal like chicken or fish. And on high carb days,
that's when it gets fun, because that's when you can have the bagels, you can have the bread, you can have the cereal, you can have the potatoes.
The next summer fitness tip, start your morning with cardio.
People think you need to spend an hour a day on the treadmill.
But all you need is 10 minutes. Try running in place or jumping jacks.
15 seconds high intensity, 15 seconds low intensity, repeated for that 10-minute period of time. You're actually going to get better results in that 10-minute period of time than you would in that full hour of steady state low intensity cardio.
Then add 5 more minutes every 2 weeks. Next, know that hydration is key.
Our rule of thumb is drink half your body weight in ounces of water each day.
So I have like this little kid syndrome where I hate drinking water. So what are some tricks that you guys have to get people like me to drink more water?
It has worked wonders for all of our people just to let them flavor their water and truly enjoy it.
What I do is the 10 gulp rule.
Meaning every time your lips hit the jug, take 10 gulps. Cheers! And finally, download Chris and Heidi's new Transform app.
It's going to spit out a custom meal plan, custom progression for workouts. It's designed to teach you how to transform your body the right way.
Having experts in the palm of your hand.
And we're your coaches now. Yeah. And we're right there with you every step of the way.
And what better coaches to have than you guys? There are so many myths when it comes to working out. Chris and Heidi debunked the most popular 3, and we just uploaded the video to the List Facebook page. Fulfilling your summer fitness goals on the lowdown.
Now from the list, 3 steps to perfect squats.
The squat exercise is one of the best that you can perform for the entire lower body. And all you need is a $15 exercise ball from your local sporting goods retailer and some open wall space.
First, place your ball against the wall.
When you become in contact with the ball, just place it in the small of your lower back, nice and comfy, and you're ready to go.
Next, prepare your lower body stance.
Step away from the ball a little bit. And then you're going to have your legs at a shoulder width or wider stance, and listen up real close. Make sure that those toes are pointed out, because as you start to lower into the motion, you want your knees to go out, which will allow you to get the depth that you need.
Finally, prepare your upper body stance.
Sit up nice and tall, chin up, chest up. Now make sure those arms are above parallel, because as we lower, it's going to keep our chin up. Your body always follows your chin. Flawless technique is going to give you the results that you're looking for.
For more trends, DIY, and life hacks, go to thelisttv.com.
Get this. A serving of kale has more calcium than a small carton of milk. Coming up, this hilarious video is serving up green leafy laughs. Plus, the tables have turned. Vinyl is cool again. And cool phone chargers to power up in style. Stay tuned. There's more coming up on the list.
Sometimes you see something on TV that's so scary, so intense, it boggles your mind. And when you find out it's true, get ready for a wild ride. We've got true crime stories on the hot list.
The first true crime series on our list, The Keepers.
She was murdered our senior year, and it's always haunted many people in the community.
She is Sister Kathy Sesnick, a beloved Baltimore nun and Catholic high school teacher, and the focus of the 7-part Netflix docuseries that started streaming May 19th.
Time is getting short for us to be able to figure out what happened to Kathy.
The drama, the intrigue, the horrific secrets uncovered more than 40 years after the crime. Each episode's cliffhanger will have you glued to your screen.
The story is not the nun's killing. The story is the cover-up of the nun story.
Now to a crime story with a major twist. Mommy Dead and Dearest is at number 2.
Things are not always as they appear.
Yeah, no kidding. The HBO documentary film, which premiered May 15th and is now streaming on HBO Go and HBO Now, is on the surface about the murder of Dee Dee Blanchard.
People thought of us as the sweetest mother-daughter, the best people in the world.
But it turns out things were a lot more complicated in this mother-daughter relationship.
I've kind of come to describe it as a fairy tale nightmare. Her mother controlled almost every aspect of her life.
Her daughter was in essence a hostage.
Needless to say, you've never seen a story quite like this.
How do you kill your own mother?
You'll find out, but one thing we may never find out, if OJ did it. An inside look at the trial of the century in American Crime Story at number 3.
Who thinks OJ did it? Me neither.
John Travolta, David Schwimmer, and Cuba Gooding Jr. are among the all-star cast in this 2016 FX series that won 9 Emmy Awards. And it's especially chilling knowing OJ could be paroled this year.
Please, no pictures.
Watch the miniseries on Netflix now and then get excited for the next 3 seasons in development. One about Hurricane Katrina, one about the murder of designer Gianni Versace, and one about the Monica Lewinsky-Bill Clinton sex scandal.
I'm ready for anything.
Something else to get ready for, a new Law & Order series about the infamous Menendez brothers. That's at number 4. Coming to NBC this fall, this scripted anthology series will take a closer look at one of the most sensational murder cases in American history and how the truth of whodunit finally came out.
These boys were just little children being molded.
If you've got the time, we've got the crime on the hot list.
Now to something that's criminally cool, vinyl records. Sparked by craft beer sipping hipsters, this nearly obsolete technology has turned the tables, and now more and more musicians are releasing their albums on vinyl. It's on the hit list.
You know, I don't have that record. Buy it for 40. We're out. So.
What was once a niche market like in the movie High Fidelity, vinyl records have gone from fad to mad as sales are about to reach $1 billion and surpass digital downloads. And it's not just about better sound quality.
At least with vinyl, you have something tangible. You can sell it, you can trade it.
If you're looking to go old school, here are 3 ways to get in on the vinyl revival. First, buy local.
Why come to a record store as opposed to going online and buying some records?
Not only can you see what you're buying, you might be inspired by a cover. You might go home and listen to it and find a great record you never knew existed. When you buy something online, you typically have more of a shopping list mentality.
Next, go analog and digital when you buy your turntable.
So I bought a record player, but it's got a USB. Why would I want that?
Well, a lot of stuff that comes out on vinyl never came out on CD. So it gives you the ability to digitize it.
An entry-level turntable with a USB port runs about $300, and it will let you transfer the music from the record to your computer or mobile device, taking those classic tunes on the go. Third, store and handle those records the right way.
What's the best way to store records?
Best way to store a record is store it upright, put it in a plastic sleeve, never lay them flat, that'll cause them to warp, keep them in a cool place.
Also, always handle the record on the edge or the label because fingerprints will gum up the needle and ruin the sound. Oh, and by the way, if there's ever a zombie apocalypse like in Shaun of the Dead, records do not make good weapons. Spinning right round, baby, right round like a record, baby, on the hit list.
Nowadays, most big cities have great record stores, but not all of them have what a lot of us crave. Great weather.
That is right. If the place you call home is way too cold in the winter or way too hot in the summer? Listen up.
On today's Buzz List, US News and World Report's list of the best places to live based on weather.
That's right, they crunched the numbers and they're topping their list is San Diego, California.
It took the #1 spot because it typically never gets below freezing and has an average of only 3 days above 90.
Although, didn't Anchorman teach us it's pronounced San Diego?
Take it easy there, Ron Burgundy.
All right, keeping it classy, we picked some of our favorites that also made US News and World Report's list. First up, Memphis, Tennessee.
They have an average of 53 days below freezing and 68 days above 90 degrees. And of course, you know it's Elvis Presley's hometown. So.
I mean, I do. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's terrible.
No, that was really
terrible.
Good. Next, we go to Tulsa, Oklahoma.
They have about 76 days below freezing and 73 days above 90.
I also hear it's a growing foodie city.
I love a good restaurant or a great food truck. And the last place we're loving for the weather, Greenville, South Carolina.
61 days below freezing, 40 days above 90, and it's in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains. So, of course, gorgeous views.
I mean, I want to go there.
Me too.
For the complete article, head on over to thelisttv.com.
And that's today's Buzz List.
5 ways to win at life with the list. Know the next big thing.
You don't need a lot of space to have a stunning home.
Save time with life hacks.
You can extend their shelf life for about 3 to 5 days.
Do it yourself.
Pour it in and attach the pump, and you're good to go.
Find great deals.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Stay healthy the easy way.
I love it! This is so fun!
Get your next epic win. Watch the list.
Almost as anxiety-provoking as realizing we've lost or forgotten our phone, it's realizing our battery is low. Well, wipe away that cold sweat and stop biting your nails. We found some gadgets to keep you juiced up on the go. Cool chargers on our tech list.
Get ready to change the way you charge. At number 1, the Solar Tab, a device that uses the power of the sun to fully charge a phone in just 1.5 hours.
And fully waterproof, so you can take it along on your wildest adventures too, even if it starts pouring down.
It's compatible with iPhone, Android, and most USB devices. You can grab one online for $100. At number 2, Eton FRX Series, a line of products that features a hand crank to charge your phone. Endorsed by the Red Cross, its goal is to keep you prepared in an emergency, packing a radio, flashlight, and a cell phone charger, all powered by a little elbow grease.
The LED light will turn on and indicate that the FRX2 is charging.
Kinda like a rotary phone. 4 minutes of churning gets you a minute of chatting, and it's also a backup battery. So when this multi-tool is fully charged, it'll restore your phone back to 100%. Available online, they start at around $20. And at number 3, MagChi, a magnetic wireless charging device. You mount its base either on a table or car dash and plug it into a power source. Then you attach its power receiver to your phone. One end goes into your charging port and the other paper-thin side sticks onto the back of your phone. Now it'll use its magnet to hold your phone in place as it charges. No cable hookup necessary.
The charger also comes with the windshield bracket. Because of the magnet design, MagChi will hold your phone firmly.
The stand and receiver run about $30 online. All charged up on the tech list. Now on thelisttv.com. 5 expenses you're forgetting to add when you balance your budget. If you think you're doing well but still come up short, try looking for one of these. 1. Subscriptions and memberships. Did you add in your monthly Netflix charge? How about the gym? Don't get caught short with annual renewal fees. 2. Pet expenses. Your fur babies are cute, but they don't pay the bills. Between pet food, grooming, and vet visits, they can really take a bite. 3. Vehicle maintenance. You probably remembered your car payments, but what about the oil changes, new tires, even car washes? 4. Special occasions. Birthdays come around every year. Add up last year's costs and divide by 12 to give your budget that extra boost. And 5. Fun money. A budget is great, but you can't take it with you. Make sure you add in some space. Treat yourself. Oh, and the family too. Don't worry if you weren't writing any of this down. We uploaded the full list on our website, thelisttv.com.
Get the List app right now. Access awesome hacks, DIY projects, and every list you need to simplify your life. Just search the List TV in the App Store and Google Play.
On the next list. 1. Your kids don't know how to pay their bills? No worries. Adulting classes can teach them to be grown-ups. 2. Bounce away the ounces with Kanju jumps. The weird new workouts you gotta try right now. And 3. Our list of the coolest new cars you can buy for under 18 grand. All that on tomorrow's list.
Kale. The dense green vegetable that some say is overrated, overexposed, and quite simply overdone. But here it's paired with some over-the-top humour, getting our leafy laugh on the viral list.
You can't make kale chips if you're the kind of person that'll just get distracted by, oh, duct tape, I love this stuff.
This is not the time to be distracted. YouTube's You Suck at Cooking has turned what is considered to be one of the most boring vegetables on the planet into a subject for our amusement.
So now you're going to want to bail the kale out of the pail that you got on sale, then check it for nails, then pull off its tail while muffling its whale.
He rhymes, jokes, and even insults his way through this actual cooking tutorial.
Oh, look at this. It's a bag of mixed greens. Everyone's invited to the party except you. Why? Because you have the texture of rubber. That's why.
Head to thelistTV.com to see what else he has in his bag of tricks, along with our ultimate list of goofy cooking videos. Kale comedy. It's a thing now, and it's on the viral list.
You know what? I actually like kale.
You know what? I've had it as well. It's very good, and it's also good for you.
And, yeah, and so is dark chocolate, so I'll stick with that. Thanks for watching, everyone.
See you tomorrow.